What's up, guys? Today we'll be walking a house we bought for $42,000, did a $21,000 remodel. It appraised at $125,000, and we did a cash out refi for roughly $90,000. On the outside, we painted the brick. Looking back, going forward, we don't like to paint brick anymore. Brick breeds, and there's a certain type of paint you're supposed to use with brick. We, by default, we're painting all of our houses black and white just so they'd match, have a little pop and appeal to renters. But now, anytime we have brick, we do not paint it. So kind of a mistake, kind of not a mistake. But really, there was some parts of it that were kind of crumbling and falling off. So doing the paint kind of sealed it all together, made it look good again. Real simple accents here, little black accents throughout. We left the windows, nothing there. Painted the fascia and soffit. We did not replace the roof. The roof, it's in the middle of its lifespan. We get a good storm coming through, we are calling our insurance and we are gonna get it replaced by insurance. This, just hit it with Rust-Oleum, gave it a little pop, and really the exterior, nothing major. We just got little fixtures to make it look fresh and modern, and the main thing was just to make it look refreshed. Not that much was done out here to actually improve the property, but it's refreshed. It'll help for the appraiser, it'll help for the renters. Exterior, we probably spent under $4,000 to get it done. This was about a year ago we did the remodel. The tenants just moved out, so I'm showing you guys the aftermath, and it's listed on the market. So we already did the trash out, clean out. So this is what it looks like while we're waiting to get it rented. Okay, real quick, guys, important. What we like to do, we like to keep a spreadsheet with all of our properties in the lockbox code for it that only select people on our team can use. Do not use the same lockbox code for all of your properties. Here's why. So first of all, if you're ever showing properties to tenants and the tenant you're showing it to maybe doesn't get approved for it and has some beef with you, and they were watching and saw the lockbox, they could go break in, smash up one property or a bunch of your properties. Hasn't happened to us with a bunch, but we have had them break into one property after they got shown the unit, saw the lockbox code, came back, smashed up the place because they're pissed off they didn't get it. And then also, if you ever say wrong a worker or a worker gets upset with you and they know you use the same code for all your properties, they're gonna go buy all your properties. So keep separate codes for every property and keep it in a spreadsheet. Stay organized with that. We keep a schedule of real estate where we have all that in there. Power is off. We keep a couple different spreadsheets, kind of like this. And as you scroll to the right, we have more information like lockbox codes, so on and so forth. Any mortgage information. There's software you can use that is a bit more fancy with it, but we like good old spreadsheets. We use Basecamp for managing all the files, and then we use Podio for managing acquisitions, and then we use Buildium for managing property management. But having a good old fashioned spreadsheet, schedule of real estate, you gotta have it. It's so useful. And we update it every month and we can see where we're at in our portfolio. So keep one of those. But this property, we did a full remodel.
Fix.
This job, whenever we did the remodel, we bought the materials ourselves and then outsourced the labor. Material was under 10 grand total. Labor was around 11,000. So it was pretty one-to-one with labor material. We ordered all the material ourselves to the property. So stuff like fans from Amazon, paint, because we have a Sherwin-Williams, the premium membership is, so we get good prices on paint. Flooring, we actually sourced it from a regional supplier, got a good price on it. It's vinyl, but it looks nice. Doesn't look like most vinyl. Kitchen, granite countertops, looks great. Something I've learned recently. So y'all will see, we did a video about a really nice house up in Glen Cove. If it's not posted yet, subscribe and you'll see it eventually. And I learned about marble countertops. Marble countertops are super luxurious, beautiful, premium, but they're extremely soft. What that means is if you use a knife on it or are rough with it or don't take good care of it, they get scuffed up and marked. Granite and quartz is durable. So it actually works really well for rentals, because I'll hear some people say like, oh, I would never give my tenants a granite countertop. So they throw in vinyl. Vinyl is so easy to scratch, and every time a tenant moves out, if they scratch it up or burnt it or anything like that, you're cooked. You gotta replace it. So we throw in the stone, put in the stone. They're not doing anything to this. It's got a good heat tolerance. Subway tile backsplash. It's a little thing that helped us with the appraisal. Cabinets we just painted, put on new handles, okay? What we want, our main goal with our rentals, these aren't flips, these are rentals, make it new to the eye, new to the touch. Safe, clean, reliable. So we got new appliances in here, okay? We got new paint, new handles, new countertops, new flooring. So I get a lot of people saying, oh my, like, there's no way your remodels cost that much. We're not flipping these houses. We're doing cosmetics, topical, what you can see and what you can touch, and then making sure the essential systems work. And that's it. We're not redoing floor plans. We're not doing anything extravagant. So that's why our remodels are cheap. Rental flips, you're optimizing for an appraisal. You're not optimizing for an inspection and popping and showing on the market to be the most desirable house on the block. Safe, clean, reliable. That's what we're looking for. Safe, clean, reliable, fresh. That's what we're thinking for the remodel in here. Kitchen, like I love this sink. I mean, again, this is just from Amazon. You will not lose tenants because you use Amazon handles or Amazon lights or Amazon sinks. You lose tenants when places are unsafe, dirty, like bugs, infestations, and the essential systems are unreliable. So you got like plumbing issues, like, oh, they constantly have to call you to clean out the line, or you have electrical issues. That's how you lose tenants. That's why this place, it's underwhelming, but this is one of our favorite rentals. It's so reliable and it's very minimal headaches. This bathroom, whoops.
We're installing new, we just need to finish.
This bathroom, we had to fully redo this tub. So we got the big tiles again. We've been starting to do these more often at our rentals. One of the things we found that increase the speed in which we can rent a place is if the bathroom has some kind of pop. What do I mean by pop? Nice fresh tile, nice shower head. This is an all right shower head, but the nice tile, this will get, in our market, it will get a lot of attention because people are used to the plastic shower kits from Home Depot. Don't do those. Tenants will hate it. Appraisers aren't going to give you any points for it. And then a shower kit, this has brand new PEX plumbing behind it. So we had to actually rip out the wall. And for this bathroom, we just resealed the tub, tile, vanity from Amazon, mirror from Amazon, lights from Amazon. So again, back to just look and feel. No, this is not a true TV centerpiece, masterpiece bathroom, but it's safe, clean, and reliable. Safe, clean, and reliable. Say it with me, you know? One thing that we maybe would have done differently now is all the baseboards and trim. We probably would have painted it now just to make sure we really win the appraiser's love. We kept all the original baseboards and trim just because, like to do it all, it would have probably cost us an extra $1,000, if that. But we saw it just unnecessary. But in reality, if we painted these like an accent color, it would have made the place look a little nicer. It's fine. It got the job done. And same thing with the doors. If we wanted to be fancier, we would maybe put in new doors, put on new door handles, no problem there. And more stuff here. Yeah, nowadays with how we do our remodels, our standard procedure, these would be new handles. No ifs, ands, or buts. New handles and paint, just so it's fresh, 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 fresh. And then in here, this actually was a really simple remodel because all the flooring, it was just already ripped up, demo was already done. We just had to lay down the flooring, and this flooring actually comes with the underlayment built in. So with labor, super easy for the guys to just run in and put it in. Oh, HVAC. So you want to come take a look here. This is something we are actually having to replace right now. Little issue we ran into on this property. Right now, we're trying to get it approved for Section 8. Section 8 in our market requires central heat and air. We normally would be okay with just, hey, look, we'll slap in some window units in the meantime until we have a refi or like are okay with spending the cash to replace it. However, we can't do that now because we are trying to get Section 8. So we actually have a unit that was from our apartment complex that was supposed to go in over there. So it's just a little bit undersized for this house, but it's only undersized because of efficiency ratings. So that HVAC we have in storage is rated for about 800 square feet. This house is about 1,000 square feet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in anyways and see if we can tune it up a little to push for an extra 200 square feet. And if that's not enough, we'll just use that to pass the Section 8 inspection, and then we'll give the tenants supplemental window units or space coolers, and then that'll keep them comfortable. But one thing about Section 8, it's forced maintenance, and it forces you to upkeep properties a little bit to a higher standard. So just know that if you're gonna go into Section 8. So yeah, this puppy's getting replaced. It's gonna probably cost us in labor about $2,500. We get good prices on that. For material, again, it's already in storage. I think we paid maybe $3,000 for the system. So about $5,500 out of pocket, not out of pocket, $5,500 material, labor, material we already had in storage. Amazon lights, smoke alarms, CO2 detectors, all that you gotta have for Section 8 and to be a decent landlord, obviously. For numbers, so the mortgage payment on that $90,000 cash out refi is around $600 a month. Taxes for this property is around 50 to 70 bucks a month. I'll have to look and attach here. And then insurance on this property, 75 to 100 bucks a month. So that puts us as 800 mortgage, taxes, and insurance. And then property management expense is gonna be 8% of our 1,200 or 13 to 1,400 if it's Section 8. So that puts us roughly another 96 bucks a month. So that puts us at between property management, mortgage, taxes, insurance, right around 900 bucks. And then throw in maintenance and repair, another 100 bucks a month. So this place will be cash flowing us between $200 to $400 a month, which we're extremely happy with. If it cash flows us 50 bucks a month, that's our bare minimum we're happy with, because again, we did a cash out refi. All our cash is out of this deal. So making 200 bucks a month on $0 in is a home run deal by all measures. And that 90,000 rolled right into the next property that will also cash flow us $50 to $250 a month. So that is the BRRRR strategy. And this is a textbook BRRRR rental for us. This is how we want every deal to look, roughly. I mean, maybe a little bit nicer than the things I showed you, but this was right when we started to do our rentals nicer. So this was right when we started making the switch to doing nicer remodels. And as you can see, based on those numbers, fantastic refi, fantastic cash flow. And again, this is gonna rent to really reliable tenants or Section 8. So pretty low maintenance, and all the essential systems have been updated. So this is as passive as real estate can get and as good of a BRRRR deal, in my opinion, as we expect. Cool stuff here. Garage. We did this. We did the clear coat and speckles, epoxy. I don't know the terminology for it. All I know is how much it costs and it fit the budget. So we did it, but garage does super great for our market because again, our tenants in our market want garages more than they want more square footage like a living room, because it's military based people and they want to park their cars. There's a lot of hail and storms here. They want to have covering. This property has a garage plus a carport. So this place rents super easily for us, and it's maybe been vacant for like 2 weeks, but we should be getting a tenant in pretty quickly. I think Madison just texted me yesterday about some tenants she's got pre-approved for this unit once we fix the HVAC. But guys, deals like these, quote, boring deals, underwhelming remodels are our secret to how we've scaled our portfolio so quickly. You guys see on our channel a little bit of the fun, sexy stuff in Florida or New York. If you haven't seen it, subscribe and it'll get posted soon. But deals like this are the most scalable, and it's our bread and butter for how we've gone from one house to over 70 houses in under 3 years. It's not flashy. It's not extreme makeovers. It's safe, clean, reliable rentals. Refinance and get it into the next deal that hopefully looks very similar to this one. That's it. The value add should be simple. Before it was unsafe, unclean, could not live in, and now it's safe, clean, and reliable. That's the value add, and you cash out, refi, roll into the next. But boring is good. Houses like this is simple housing. Anybody can rent here, and that's our strategy going forward. If you want to learn how to do deals like this, please join the free school community below. If you want to work with me one-on-one to do a deal like this, please also click the link below and fill out the application. Like and subscribe. Thanks.